Hey, mkoaje wadau? Wacha niwapigie story. Kuna story nilikuwa nimeanza hapa ya culture shock. Zenye zilinipata hapa. Nilikuja hapa 2014 na 2014 hakukuwa na internet sana. Hazikuwa zimefika. Ndio smartphones zilikuwa zinaingia Kenya. I'm a Kenyan by the way. So I didn't even have access to internet. Actually, I didn't even know there is something called Wi-Fi. I came to know about Wi-Fi after getting here in America. And we were not that much exposed. So most of the things that nowadays are on the internet, they didn't used to be there. So we were just blind. And me personally, I boarded the flight the day I was relocating to America. Before then, I hadn't even gotten to the airport. I knew there was airplanes, but I used to see them flying over, in the air. But nothing close to like me getting close to an airplane. In fact, the closest I had gotten is at Wilson Airport, and that is when I used to work as a merchandiser, and we went there to check something at the base. All right. So when I traveled here, I had no exposure at all. I was a Dandora resident, so from Nyeri to Dandora, and a backstory, I got to Nairobi the first time, 2007. And it took my friend so much time and a lot of convincing me to come to Nairobi or to go to Nairobi. I was hired in Nyeri, and then I was fired. Together with her, we were fired. And then she was like, okay, I think in Nyeri, we don't have enough resources here. We would better go to Nairobi, where there is maybe a wider resources. Now, that is when I got to Nairobi. So, and then I relocated after 7 years. So my exposure wasn't that much. The best I had done, maybe knowing Nairobi, because I worked as a merchandiser with Proper Kenya and Tissue Kenya. But now, when I came here, I didn't know you can open a door with a card, like the credit card or Visa card. And you might laugh at me, you are allowed to, but this is how dumb I was, or maybe unexposed, if I can use a better word. But when I got to Chicago, I remember it was very, very snowy, and we couldn't catch a flight from Chicago, to St. Louis, Missouri, which was our last destination. So we had to book a hotel at Chicago because the flights were cancelled because of the weather. My friend, wacha tupatiwe iyo kadi. When we got the card to go open the room, my friend, we went upstairs, and I was very tired because I had a little one whom you have to hold like the entire strip because she was below 2 years. So you have to hold the baby. In case of any turbulence, you have to hold the baby. So I decided to just hold the baby, and I don't have to keep on picking up the baby from there is like a thing they give you. And I was very tired because it is a long, long journey. And it was the first one. And we traveled from Nairobi at night. During the day, I was busy. So we got here 24 hours later. I was super fatigued. Now, we got to the hotel room number, and we have a card, but we don't know how to use it. My friend, I was so tired such that we were like, what is the card for? Where's the key? And then nobody knows that a card can open a room. You have to swipe. You need to do is to swipe. My friend, we went down. I couldn't get my body downstairs again, so I sat on the floor. Earlier that day, we wanted to we wanted a pen, ink pen, biro, to write a number so that we can call our host using the airport phones. My friend, kama kuna kitu gumu kwa maisha, forget about the hard economy. It is you expressing yourself in a new land with your heavy accent. Remember, I'm Nyerian. And then now accent and the Kizungu iko na Kizungumkuti. The Kizungu was Kizunguzunguing. So I'm talking all my English, but then nobody can understand what I'm saying. So in one occasion, I wanted a pen, but I couldn't say a pen. I was asking for a biro, comfortably. Biro. Yeah? So that day, I asked myself so many questions about the English that I took and how I'm supposed to use it in a new land. And that thing went on. It got easier after 1 year when I was able now to pay attention and not just listen to respond, but listen to understand. You have to listen to understand in order to get the accent. Remember, whenever you are dealing with an African American and a white person, these are two different accents. And the African American can really sell you fear. It can really make you question what you went to school to do and what is that subject you used to call English, because it's gonna sound like you know nothing, and you cannot understand nothing. So it was that hard, and eventually we were able to open the room, because when we went downstairs later, we were told that you need to use that card, is the one that opens the door. So we went upstairs, but after some time, because my body couldn't even get down. And another thing that happened, it was full of episodes. We got into the hotel room, but then we had an alarm. We didn't have no phones, because all our phones were, we dumped them in Kenya, because we are coming to America and they cannot work here, according to what we were told. So we got into the room, and there is this alarm clock that is supposed to be set to wake us up, even though the hotel people, they take the responsibility of waking you up. They ask you your flight time and they wake you up on time, take you to the airport. They have a shuttle. So we couldn't set the alarm because we don't even know how it is operated. Now, another thing, that day I did not shower. And the following day I did not shower. What did I do? I wiped myself. Why? I couldn't open the tap to the hot side of water, so I kept on opening the cold one, because I don't know, you have to twist it to the hot side. Remember, the best tap I had seen is for the Sigo rooms in Dadora. So don't judge me, and if you want to judge me, well, that is who I was, you know. So when I went to take shower, I couldn't twist it to the hot water. So I kept on opening, and then it is too cold. It was like freezing cold. Remember, it's during winter. I had to put some water, cold water, on the towel. Squeeze it all the way. Squeeze it. And then that is how I showered the first day in America. That was my best shower in America. That is the best I could get. Now, this is the best thing that I saw within my 24 hours in America. The best thing that I saw was the snow. It was a very snowy day, and when we woke up the following day, we slept like 3 hours because we couldn't sleep, because we didn't want to miss the flight, because we were not able to set the alarm clock. So when we woke up, all the cars were covered with snow. It was all white. It was fantabulous. It was the best view that I could get from my hotel window. And now, here we are. Life, the process. Everything has a process. Never ever feel ashamed because you're not matching the standard when you are new anywhere. Okay? That was a lesson.